Hey guys, Andy Tran here with InnerBark Outdoors, and today I'm going to be going over stoves. There's tons of different models out there, but they all generally fall into three categories: the gas canister stove, the liquid fuel stove, and the wood stove. So in this video I'm going to be going over the features and aspects of each one, the pros and cons, and I'll let you decide what kind of stove is right for you. I have a few different models of stoves depending on the weather, size, fuel availability, and rules and regulations for that particular area that I'm going into. In the spring or in the fall in the middle of the forest, you have a wide range of options. But let's say you're in a national park during fire season, there are only a few responsible options in regards to stoves. It's hard to beat cooking on a wood stove. If the fuel is readily available and dry, there is no need to carry any fuel, and fuel doesn't need to be rationed during long trips. The higher efficiency of wood stoves compared to cooking over a campfire makes it a lot cleaner to use, and cooking temperatures are a lot easier to control. And because there are less parts to a wood stove, they are a lot harder to break. The downside is that after cooking there is a little bit of cleanup, and there's a potential for wildfire as well. The ease of setup and compactness of canister stoves makes it a very popular option for a lot of weekend warriors. These are also some of the more inexpensive types of stoves out there as well. Blended fuel canisters have been pretty well standardized, and finding canisters in sporting goods sections of stores is pretty common. And blended fuels also burn a lot hotter and cleaner than propane and butane alone. The downside is the smaller bases of most canister stoves makes using larger pots a balancing act. And the cold weather effects on upright canisters makes it a very bad option for winter camping. The stove I tend to use the most is a multi-fuel international stove. This particular one is the MSR Whisperlight. The ability to use white gas, unleaded gasoline, jet fuel, kerosene, and fuel canisters makes the multi-fuel stoves not only versatile in where you can find fuel, but also what climates you can use it in. And unlike upright canister stoves, the inverted canister feeds liquid fuel into the stove so that air pressure and barometric pressure aren't factors in its ability to cook food. The wide base tripod also makes it stable on uneven ground, and also holds larger pots and pans a lot better. The downside is that when working in liquid fuel mode, it takes a little bit longer to set up when compared to a canister stove, and there's a little bit of waste when putting it away. These stoves are also a bit more bulky and cost more than the stoves I mentioned before. Let's take a quick look at the pros and cons again. Wood stoves are nostalgic to cook on, and fuel can be found readily in a lot of climates. They also have a lot less parts to break. The potential for wildfire makes these a no-go in some parts of the country during fire season, and the restrictions for fire in high-use areas of state and national parks also restricts where you might be able to use one of these stoves. Canister stoves are inexpensive, compact, and fuel can be found at a lot of stores. However, the temperature and pressure-sensitive nature of these canisters makes it a poor choice in mountaineering and cold weather camping. Multi-fuel stoves expand your range in terms of where you can find fuel and can be used in any climate year-round. The larger base makes it more stable and therefore can handle larger pots and pans. Setting up the stove with liquid fuel requires a few extra steps when compared to a canister stove, and these stoves are also a bit more bulky and expensive than other stoves as well. So that's a pretty basic rundown of the different types of stoves that are out on the market today. I'd really love to hear what you guys carry, and maybe you're going to be switching. Love to hear about that too. If you guys have any comments or questions, please ask me directly through a message or comment down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and also check out my Facebook page and other social media. It really helps me know that these are the kind of videos you want to see. But as always, take care out there. Bye. And that, folks, is how you get B-roll.